doing, I was going to write finding instead of doing, for this first example, find the center and radius given this equation. So you have an equation, you need center and radius. Based on what I taught you yesterday, this should be a fairly simple task. You're just kind of thinking of it in the opposite direction. So yesterday I gave you the center and radius and you had to put it into the equation. Now it's in the equation, you need to take it out and give it to me as a center and a radius. The place that I see the most mistakes made on this question in particular is people giving me the opposite of the right answer. So if my answer was 2, -3, they tell me -2, +3 instead. So just be careful with your positives and negatives on this. If you consider the fact that the formula is x minus h squared and y minus k squared equals your radius squared, you're saying x minus h. So in this case, if you look here, right, it's x minus 7, so h is 7. So you have an h of 7. What is your k? It'd be -2, because it's y minus a -2, right, is the y minus k. So your k is -2. Which means your center is going to be 7, -2. And then what's your radius? 8. The radius is 8 because this is r squared, right? So if r squared is 64, then you need to square root that, and you get a radius of 8. So your center is 7, -2. Your radius is 8. Okay? Then what they're going to ask you to do, and you do have to do this on the test, is to graph that. The way you're going to graph is not going to be the most precise way ever, okay? What you're going to do is you're going to be given a coordinate plane. So if you don't have graph paper, you should get graph paper before you leave today. Or just do it on Notability, that's fine too. But if my center is 7, -2, oh, I should have picked different numbers. I'm going to count by 2s, okay? Which is making it a little bit trickier, but I'll do the next one nicer. Actually, I'm not. We're going to do the next example, and I'm going to graph that one. Sorry if that threw you off. We'll leave the graph here. I'm going to do another problem where it fits nicer on the graph. Let's look at this one. Let's say you have x plus 2 squared plus y minus 1 squared equals 9. Okay? I want to know the center and the radius, and then we'll graph it over here. What's the center of this one? It's what? -2, +1, right? So this is going to be a -2 because it's x minus a -2. But your y is positive. Y minus 1 means y minus a +1. And then what's your radius?
3.
It's the square root of 9, which is 3. Okay, so then if you're going to graph that, you're going to plot your center at -2, 1. Okay, so there's your center. And then here's what I want to see from you on this test. When you graph it, you're going to do 4 different points beyond your center. So you have your center, you're going to go up 3. You're going to go down 3. You're going to go to the right 3. And you're going to go to the left 3. Okay, so I need to see those 4 points. The rest of it is going to be a freehand sketch. Just don't make it look like a square, okay? If you make it look like this, I won't give you credit for drawing a circle because it just doesn't look anything like a circle. As long as it has some form of curvature to it, it's acceptable, okay? So your circle would look something like this. I don't expect perfection, okay?
Jesus doesn't either.
No, he does not, thankfully. So yeah, just freehand a circle, but give me those 4 points and the center of the circle. Okay? I can't look at that any longer though, because it does bother me that it's so janky. Anyway, any questions on that? Do you know that I want to sing you a song right now? Do you know that song?
Hey, there's a light.
In this fairy room, there's quite enough love. Oh my word, I'm recording still. Okay. Yeah. Anyway. I do, yes. This, you don't need to write this down. You've done this. What?
Did you pay for it?
Yes. $5 per piece. Okay, we're just verbally going to quick go through this. Tell me the center of this equation. 1, -3. What's your radius? The radius would be 2. What's the center of this one? -2, -1 with a radius of 4. Okay? Any questions on that?